Welcome back. A U.S. airstrike in Iraq overnight killed Iranian military official Qasem Soleimani. Just last hour, President Trump saying the U.S. took action to stop a war, not to start a war. Joining us now with their thoughts, William Cohen, former defense secretary under President Clinton, and Richard Huss, president of the Council on Foreign Relations. A very good afternoon to you both. Thanks for joining us. I mean, let's start on that main topic, aimed at stopping a war, not starting one. What is the risk, in your view, Richard, that would have the opposite effect?
My own view is Iran will feel compelled to retaliate in one way or another, at one time or another, in one place or another, indeed in several. So I don't think this stops a war. It may have stopped the specific attack, but it adds further fuel to the fire, which, by the way, was started when the United States got out of the 2015 nuclear accord, when we committed economic warfare against Iran. They've been pushing back militarily. Now we're exchanging military action. So this was, it's important not to see this as somehow an isolated incident, but there's been a dynamic here that's been in place for some time, and I think it's highly unlikely to end here.
Secretary Cohen, how do you see it? Cowen, for example, this morning wrote that this marks a shift from a proxy war, a proxy situation, to a much more direct conflict. Is that the way to think about it?
I think so. I think this is a real inflection point. I would disagree with the president to say we've taken action to stop a war. We may stop a given individual, but we're not going to stop Iran. And so I think, as Richard has said, they are very likely to strike out in various forms and fashions in the foreseeable future. And then the question will be, how do we manage that escalation of conflict? And I don't think that President Trump is in the business of managing escalation. I think this was a significant one. The first thing I think that has to be done is he and his team have to go to Capitol Hill and explain exactly what caused, whether there was, in fact, an imminent threat, the scale of that threat, and why this became imperative that Soleimani be taken out. We've looked at him for a long time. He's been certainly a threat to us for a long time. But you have to say, why now? And if the president's intelligence is correct, I think he'll enjoy support for a tactical success. But I think we have to then ask ourselves, what is the long-term strategy? What is Plan B? What happens when they respond? And how do we manage that, et cetera? So I think it's tactically successful for the moment. Strategically, I have yet to hear a strategic plan laid out in terms of what we're trying to achieve with Iran.